Hey folks, I'm Garen Carlin, Mosses Creek Outdoors Rails Division. Today I catch myself in Chewalla, Tennessee in southern McNairy County along the Norfolk Southern. Today was the day that they all met in the same place at roughly the same time. So I hope you enjoy from downtown Chewalla, Tennessee on the Norfolk Southern. Alright, I've just pulled up here in southern McNairy County along the Norfolk Southern here. I'm going to see what I can catch today. I got a double red signal light up here right now. So what I'm going to do while I'm waiting on this first train to come through, I'm going to pop over here in my vehicle and I'm going to show you what I hooked up when it comes to my radio inside the vehicle and the antenna that I'm running right now. There's the bad dog right there. Alright, my scanner's right here. I've got it scanning everything on Southern that's along the line I'm on right now. And then I listened to about 3 or 4 different frequencies just a few miles right down here in the northern portion of Mississippi. But I've got a power extension cord with a cigarette lighter plug going from the radio back here behind the console and plugging in to the cigarette plug outlet. And then I got a coax coming in with an adapter to the antenna. It's an adapter that plugs into the back of that radio, and then it screws on to the 10-foot coax that goes to the antenna. And the cable is run out here and the door is shut on it. And as you can see, my antenna, or the one that I'm running right now, is a folding tactical or collapsible antenna. You know, it'll bend different ways. It's flat. You can grab it and you can bend it down like that. It's real flexible, and you can lean it over. Actually, I'm going to have to end up ordering another one of these antennas because I ordered this one to go on a handheld radio that I'm soon going to have. And the rubber-coated antenna that came on this base would not pick up. But as soon as I tried this antenna on the base, it's unbelievable how clear that it picks up. And it's got a BNC connector. So, you know, it comes right off like that and goes right back on. So it's about 18 inches tall, something like that. So, well, while I sit around here and wait, thought I'd share just a few words about some things that other people has commented about. You know, people around ask me, how did I get into videoing trains, you know, and railroad stuff the way that I do? Well, first thing is, you know, I live in part of the country right here in the extreme portion of southwestern Tennessee. The Mississippi state line is only straight through the woods, you know, might not even be a couple miles from me right now. So, and we got one of the biggest rail lines in this part of the country right here, and busiest. So I just got to thinking, you know, when I video, you know, so many other things and have over time, you know, why not take advantage of the railroad, you know? and just do some filming, you know, on the Memphis district west end of Norfolk Southern. And but I've just always been kind of enthused about trains, you know, and you know, a lot of that comes through my parents, how I was raised, where I was raised. And I've got, I don't know, counting back, 4 or 5 different people I found out about in my family that worked for the railroad. and you know some folks that's retired off the railroad, and the ones that's retired, you know, they've got, a couple of them's got kids, you know, that works for the railroad now. So you know, and the Norfolk Southern right here, just about 3 or 4 miles west of me, it runs right through the state park at Big Hill Pond. And of course my grandfather worked there on the state park for years and years, and you know, I always heard him tell stories when I was a kid, talking about the train and that area of the country, how it is right in there. But you know, a lot of people wonders just how did I get into videoing trains, you know, and railroad stuff, and that's just kind of what it's about, you know. I live right here close to one of the biggest and most busiest lines in the country, and I thought, why not take advantage of it, and in the form of media. So but that's just why that I put the time into it that I do. And I may not put as much time into it as what a lot of people think, but you know, some of it is a little bit of work. I have to hustle to get a little bit of the footage sometime. I mean, biggest part of it to say comes pretty easy, but you know, if I'm gonna catch them up here on a 2-train switch out involving the siding up here or something like that, I have to be on my toes pretty good. That's why I watch the speed of some of these trains. You know, I don't only watch the signal lights and listen to the radio. When a train passes, I watch their speed. You know, if a train's running real slow, coming from the west headed eastbound, heading into where the siding is, you know, I usually do some pretty quick changing around right there, because I know I'm most likely fixing to catch 2 on the switch out. Gonna catch 1 train stopping most likely. Nice. I just got a notification that there's toys on my front porch. New handheld radio for monitoring railroad delivered this morning, so I'll have something to play with when I get home this evening. All right, we done had one eastbound train come from west, done went by. This one's still sitting here on the siding. We still got a double red light. There must be another train coming from the west. All right, he's still sitting up here in the siding. I hear another one coming in the west.
clear now. Just for info, we had that approach 462, approach Winnesoga, restricting at the east end of Chewalla down the main. That spring switch marker was green and those points were fitted up good. There might have been a slight gap on the west end spring switch, but we got it pushed back together. It went back green and seen a clear signal behind me for that eastbound movement at the west end of Chewalla. Copy that, Gaffer. Yes, sir. We're coming up on the 470 now, running on the clear, no stops. 470, thank you, sir. Round at the 470. 95, we may hold a Smith just for a minute for Q to set off and set info. Okay, yeah, we'll just plan on pulling in at Wolf when we get that next one there. Won't need any more. Copy that. Thank you.
Have a safe one out there. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed, and what a day it was on the Norfolk Southern. I encourage you to get outdoors also. I'm Garen Carlin on Mosses Creek Outdoors Rails Division, and I'll see you next time.